What is going on, guys? I'm back with another video. And today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Leader Class Nova Prime. So before we get to Nova, let's go over the packaging. This is a big box. So here you have the Legacy Evolution logo, this nice big piece of artwork here of Nova Prime. Back here you can see some of the characters. That being Orion, Senator Shockwave, Ratbat, and Megatron. Over here, you just got some rando bots. On this side, you have the Legacy Evolution poster. On the bottom, you have nothing. On the back, you have your obligatory product shots of what the figure can do. And that is it for the box. So in the box, you do get the Ultra Magnus blasters. You get this gun. And you get Nova. And due to me modding this figure, these. So right off the bat, you can already tell I've modded Nova Prime. I've taken these off. So let's just imagine these are still attached. That is what the figure would look like with them still on, but we're not doing that. This is also a double review. I'm also combining with it the DNA design set all here, so let's get to that too. With the DNA set, you get a new truck nose, this thing, these two nice big blasters, his crotch, a sword, the wings. I have the hands already installed, so, and these two fillers. So actually, let's grab these blasters back. So you want to take this one. Yeah, there is a notch here that will go in here like that, and that fills that in. And this one, you want to take this, slide it over the 5mm hole, and then there. Then you can take this gun, plug it in, and boom. And I just didn't like these guns on him. On Galaxy Optimus Prime, it was fine because these weapons belong to Galaxy Optimus, so let's now hop back over to Nova, who you couldn't tell is a repaint retool of the Galaxy Optimus Prime, who is a repaint retool of Siege Ultra Magnus. Sorry about that. That scared the heck out of me. Oh, it hit the shelf. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, repaint retool of Siege Magnus. Now, again, just picture these guns still here, like that. He does look a little naked without the DNA set, so let's take the normal truck and add on the DNA kit. Alright, so I've got the upgrade wings on. I wanted to do that off camera because that was going to take a minute. So now we can take the rest of the physical parts of the kit and put them on here. So we're going to take this bit and combine them. So you've now got a new nose for the truck. We're then going to take off the existing wheels from the front of the truck. And then they're going to peg in here. Like so. And now you have a completely brand new front nose section. And then it's going to peg into that hole right there. Like so. Then what you're going to want to do is take the flip this peg out on both sides. And these pegs are going to peg into the holes here on the frisk covers. Like so. It's all a matter of getting the pegs to stay. Like that. Now I'll do this bit off camera because this takes a little finagling, but what you're going to want to do is this will lay down and tab over these two tabs. And then you want to lay these other two over them. So, give me a minute. And there we go. There's that. Now we're not done. This piece is going to go in here, or the crotch piece is going to go in here on the back end of the cab. There we go. Now that will be for the sword, which we'll cover here in a minute. Now, we're going to take what I like doing is take the Magnus guns. We're going to peg them in, onto the pegs back here on the back end. Tip them up. Then we're going to take the bigger guns and tap them into the ports on those. And there. That I'm going to be one of my gripes here in a second. There is Nova Prime's truck mode complete to my specifications. Now, if you look at it straight on, it's going to look a little funny because the nose doesn't line up with the truck, and then you've got all this hollow space in the back because these aren't here. But I don't mind that. And then if you want, you can take the sword. There's a port right there. You can take the sword, put it there, and there. Now, like I said, my biggest problem with this set is the wings don't perfectly tab in because there's really no tabbing. It's just a bunch of hollow space in here that the pegs rest over. Whoops. I wish these actually would have tabbed in. But, yeah. So, let's bring in some comparisons. No. There we go. Starting off with his mold mate, Siege Ultra Magnus, with the DNA Design upgrade set attached that they made for him all those years ago. You can see how drastically different the truck mode is. They're about the same length. And then, just for a couple other comparisons, I got him here. Here he is with the Commander Class 86 Optimus Prime. The Voyager Class, Age of the Primes, Prima. And Age of the Primes, Megatronus. Oh, there we have that. Now I'm going to take Nova, the Corfbot, and get him into his robot mode. So, alright, here is Nova in his base robot mode, and I need to raise the camera up. There we go. Okay, so here he is in his base robot mode. And yeah, it's just the Galaxy Optimus Prime in white, gunmetal, and silver. With some blue. But it looks really nice. Really close up look at his head sculpt. It's Optimus Prime. With some gray silver paint on his face. He does have the DNA hands already installed, so here are the DNA hands. Each finger is nice and individually articulated. Not at each individual fingertip, but they are individually articulated. Well, articulation-wise, it's at the ball joint. Arms can do a full 360. They can go in and out. Bicep rotation, elbow bend, wrist rotation. Fingers move at the pinky, the ring finger, the middle finger, the index finger. Waist rotation. Hips can go forward, back, in and out. Thigh rotation, knee bend, and very tight ankle tilts. So, he's pretty posable in this state. Now, his weapon can be one of three things in this mode. You can, or four things technically. You could give him the, since I modded mine, you can give him the shoulder Galaxy Prime weapons. You got to get him to hold it. These hands don't like holding it very well, so you can also just peg it into his arm. Give him that. You can give him the big gun from the upgrade set, or the Magnus gun. Either way, they look really cool. Or you can give him the sword, which this is a take on the Star Saber. So let's get the sword. This is DNA's own original design on the Star Saber, and it looks pretty cool. Here it is with the Dr. Wu Star Saber. So, yeah. And then for comparison with Nova in this mode, specifically, here he is with the Siege Ultra Magnus in his base robot mode. We can see how they look together. Now let's get Nova ready for his armor. Alright, so I've got the robot mode or robot armor ready. So you're going to put the boots on, like so. You're going to take the shoulder pads, and this one specifically will go on this shoulder. This one will go on this shoulder. And then, right, I need the wheels. Okay, then you're going to take these pieces, open them up, and put them on the arms. Then you're going to take the backpack. This is going to peg into the bar here on his back. Then this will peg into the shoulder grooves. That will peg into the chest. Rotate his head around. And there is base. Oh, wait. Heels first. There is Nova Prime in his complete robot mode. And this looks really cool as it is. Just without without any of the upgrade kit, this part of the robot mode looks great. Nice size of the wings. The overall looks really cool. Now, one of the other reasons I modded this is because in robot mode, this is how the gun's set on his back. And if you remember when I showed you the box art, he doesn't have the wings or the guns on his back. So I took them out. Again, you can just peg them back in his hand, and that's how they look. So let's get a close-up look at Nova's head sculpt. Nova's head sculpt looks awesome. I absolutely love this sculpt. Oh, articulation-wise for Nova in this mode, his head's on a ball joint. Move the arms wings out of the way. Arms can do a full 360. In and out, bicep rotation. Not much. The articulation really doesn't change, actually, by much, since he's just wearing armor. So now we can give him, go. Give him the Magnus guns to hold, or the sword, or something. So now let's, I want to show him off buy him like this before I up the rest of the upgrade kit on him for size. Okay, so Siege Ultra Magnus with the DNA kit installed. See how tall he is. He's almost a whole head taller. '86 Optimus Prime. Voyager Prima. And Megatronus. Now, let me get the DNA set. Now, here he is with the DNA set installed. Yeah, he gets a lot more big and imposing like he was in the Devastation game. So now he's got a wingspan that actually, let's go from here to here, from wingtip to wingtip, probably just a tad over. Let me use my tape measure. 17 inches from tip to tip. That's crazy. And the cool thing is they're articulated. So you've got a hinge here, and a hinge here. It can do this, and it rotates. So you can get all sorts of crazy posability with these. You can also just put them down. Oops. Yeah, the knee does that a lot. Yeah. Now you can give them the guns. What I also like doing is taking the Magnus guns, put them down here on the leg. Like so. You can do that. Let's take this, put a gun back and give him the sword. Like so. Now he can shoot, stab, whatever he wants. If you don't want him holding the sword, you take that piece of the truck nose. There's a port here, and there's a peg here on the back of the sword. Like so. Plug it in like that. And then let's give him the other gun back. You tighten his hand grip. And there we go. Now from the bottom of his foot to the top of his head, he stands at a little over 8 inches tall. So let's bring Bots back in for comparison. Hold on, I need to get this in his hand. So again, we're going to start with Siege Ultra Magnus with the DNA set. So now they are virtually the same height. Here's '86 Optimus Prime. Voyager Prima with the Dr. Wu sword. And Leader Megatronus with the Requiem Blaster. And he's even bigger than Megatronus. Oh, overall, I think this set is phenomenal. Nova Prime by himself is amazing. But you add the DNA kit, and he gets even better. You get this nice, big wingspan. Overall, you just get a big, imposing figure. So I would highly recommend, if you guys have not gotten the reissue of Legacy Nova Prime, I heavily suggest do so. And then install the DNA kit. brings this figure up even more in how awesome he is. It's just overall really awesome. I would strongly give this a 9 out of 10. So, but yeah, this has been the review. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. This has been the review of the Transformers Legacy Evolution Leader Class Nova Prime plus the DNA, the DNA Design Upgrade Kit for said figure. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys later.